Small businesses across Michigan just now starting to rebound as vaccinations continue and COVID restrictions are being eased. Joining me tonight on 7 Up Front is Brian Calley, the president of the Small Business Association of Michigan and former lieutenant governor of the state of Michigan. Brian, thank you for taking the time to be here tonight.
It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you.
How is the Small Business Association helping business owners and its employees who are vaccinated against COVID-19?
Well, the main goal is to get back to business. You got to keep in mind that even though there have been a lot of rules and restrictions lifted over the course of the last several months, there are still certain industries that are heavily restricted and have capacity limitations that make it hard for them to be successful and sustainable over time. So while some of the advocacy work is done, we continue to work and we won't stop working until all small businesses are able to operate fully again.
Well, the Michigan Retailers Association reported strong numbers in March, noting that many consumers are shopping small, shopping local. We're into the month of May now. Are your members seeing that trend continue?
We do see the overall numbers moving in the right direction, but really smaller retailers and also the sit-down style restaurants, movie theaters, entertainment type businesses, and also like convention centers and those types of business districts that rely on a lot of business and conference activities. Those are the ones that are still hurting, and in a lot of ways their recovery hasn't even started yet. So as we celebrate the successes of some of the bigger retailers and also the construction industry and manufacturing, that's all really good news, but we have to keep in mind that there are certain sectors that are still struggling and really, for all intents and purposes, have not even begun to recover.
Yeah, weddings, banquet halls, those things. In particular, restaurants also struggling to find the help necessary in many cases, to function as fully as possible. What is your organization able to do there to help?
Well, what we're recommending now is that anybody that's in the food or drink service business, make sure that you apply for the Restaurant Revitalization Fund. This is a very substantial, even compared to the Paycheck Protection Program, a very substantial opportunity for people in that line of business, the sort of thing that could really bridge the gap between now and when you're able to operate more fully. But overall, nationwide, $28 billion has been allocated to that fund, but the need is so great that we expect that there's a decent chance that money will run out. So please do not delay. Go to sba.gov and apply if you haven't yet. Anybody in the restaurant or in food or drink related businesses, don't delay. Get in on that quickly.
And hopefully many people will. The help wanted signs are certainly out on restaurants. I drove through the city of Rochester yesterday on both sides of the street. Help wanted, help wanted. That's an issue for restaurants, frankly, as well.
It is. We're seeing higher demand for people and hearing more from businesses about the difficulties that they are having in getting employees, more so than we've heard in a very long time. Even pre-pandemic times, the difficulty and the struggle in finding people right now for many businesses is at an all-time high. So it is important that we need the state to reinstate the work search requirement for unemployment. In other words, if you're on unemployment, you do have an obligation to be looking for work. There was a time when that was set aside during the height of the pandemic, and most people felt that was a reasonable response. But at this point, we need people off unemployment and back out there now that there are so many plentiful jobs available.
Brian Calley, we thank you so much for your time tonight. Hopefully the message is going to be heard by many and helpful to them.
Thank you, sir. Great to be with you.
Great to be with you. For more information on the resources for small businesses again and to learn more about vaccinations here in Michigan, you can find all of the information on our website at WXYZ.com. Well,